Hi and welcome, dear souls, to another episode of Spiritual Midwife. I'm your host, Claire Attio, and today we continue our exploration of the Fourfold Way by Angelise Arrien. If you've been journeying with me through this series, you'll know we've already stepped into the wisdom of the warrior, the one who shows up and speaks the truth. Today we soften into the heart space as we embrace the second archetype, the way of the healer. The way of the healer teaches us to pay attention to what has heart and meaning. This is the archetype of compassion, emotional integrity, and deep listening. It invites us to develop a sacred relationship with our inner world and with others through the lens of empathy, patience, and authenticity. So make yourselves comfortable, breathe deeply, and let's begin. Welcome to Spiritual Midwife, the podcast that tenderly guides you through the transformative journey of spiritual awakening and personal development towards the ultimate destination of soul sovereignty. I'm Claire Attio, a medicine woman and dedicated guide to the profound realm of soul sovereignty, and you are listening to Spiritual Midwife. To embody the way of the healer is to honour the sacredness of our emotional life. It is to listen with heart, to hold space for pain without needing to fix, and to allow vulnerability to be met with compassion. The healer archetype is not about becoming a therapist or a doctor. It's about becoming emotionally honest, learning to listen with empathy, and developing an unwavering commitment to the emotional well-being of ourselves and others. This path calls us to pay attention to what has heart and meaning, express genuine care without attachment, honour our emotions as sacred messengers, hold space without rescuing, and cultivate forgiveness and compassion. When we walk the way of the healer, we bring peace to fractured relationships, soften conflict within ourselves, and help others to heal simply by being a presence of love. True healing begins with emotional integrity. This means we stop dismissing our feelings or pretending to be okay when we are not. It means getting real with ourselves. Many of us have been conditioned to push down our emotions, to be strong, stoic, and silent. But unexpressed emotions don't just disappear. They store in the body and shape our energy field, often manifesting as illness or emotional disconnection. Practicing emotional integrity looks like saying, "I'm feeling sadness right now," instead of pretending you're fine. Allowing yourself to cry, to grieve, or to express anger in healthy ways. And checking in with your inner child and asking, what are you feeling today? It's through this honesty that healing begins. When we acknowledge and honour our emotions truthfully, we create the space for transformation. And while isolation is great for some aspects of the healing journey, healing doesn't just happen in isolation. The way of the healer reminds us of the power of connection. We are relational beings. We need to be seen, heard, and held. Yet we must also learn to see, hear, and hold others. This means practicing empathetic listening without the need to respond, to fix, or to analyse. Simply being present with another soul in their rawness and truth. One powerful exercise to embody the healer in your relationships is to sit with a loved one and offer 5 minutes of uninterrupted space for them to share something that's on their heart. Your only job in this instance is to witness, to listen with your whole being. No interruptions, just presence. We underestimate how transformative true listening can be. It tells the other person, you matter, your experience is valid, and you're not alone. But before we can hold space for others, we must learn to hold space for ourselves. And here are a few ways to do this. Daily emotional check-ins. Take a moment each day to journal or reflect. What am I feeling? Where is that feeling showing up in my body? What do I need right now? Heart-centered meditation. Visualize light in your heart. Expand it with each breath. Invite healing energy to flow through you. Ask, what has heart and meaning today? Creative expression. Art, dance, music, poetry, which you know is my favourite. These are all healing portals. They bypass the logical mind and they give voice to our emotional truth. Inner child healing. And if you've been following me, then you will know we did a whole series on how to do inner child healing. Our inner child holds many of our unhealed emotions. Spend time reparenting yourself with love, with gentleness, and with play. Forgiveness as a healing practice. Forgiveness is one of the healer's greatest medicines, not just for others, but for ourselves. And don't get into the toxicity forgiveness, that where we're forcing ourselves to forgive so we can move forward. If you're not feeling it, then you can't apply it. It's not real. And also remember, forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harm. It means choosing to no longer carry the burden of anger or resentment. A beautiful practice to really get your head around this and to really apply that forgiveness to yourself and let go of that anger and that resentment is to write a letter. You don't have to send it. In fact, I very often advise not to send it. I very often advise burning it and giving it to God or divine or ethers, whatever your belief system is. But it's the fact that you've expressed yourself. You've expressed yourself on paper. And say things out loud. I forgive you. I release you. I set myself free. Ho'oponopono is brilliant for that. Or, I forgive myself. I'm learning. I'm healing. I am enough. Remember, the words that you use, the activities that you undertake, they have to resonate with you for them to have full force, for value. So you could actually change this. I'm learning to forgive myself. I'm learning to heal myself. I'm learning I am enough. Use words that have meaning. When we embody the healer, we experience deeper intimacy in our relationships. We cultivate emotional resilience and self-awareness. We bring a greater sense of peace to our inner conflicts. And we become more aligned with our purpose and soul mission, what I call the North Node. And as we do that, we become a healing presence. We serve as a healing presence in our communities, in our families. You don't have to be perfect to be a healer. You just have to be present, willing, and honest. And in the final reflections of the podcast, as we close, I invite you to reflect on this. Where in my life have I been emotionally dishonest? What emotions have I been avoiding or suppressing? How can I begin to pay attention to what has heart and meaning? And remember, healing is not linear, it's spiral. It's a dance, a sacred unfolding. Be gentle with yourselves. You are your own healer. And when you begin to live with compassion, with presence, with emotional truth, you become a healing force, not only for yourself, but in the world. So thank you for joining me on this journey today. In our next episode, we explore the way of the visionary, the one who sees clearly and tells the truth without blame or judgment. Until then, take care of your heart, be present with your feelings, and walk gently in this world. You have been listening to Spiritual Midwife, signing off for now.